Us good people, welcome to another video and all that. This one I'm gonna do it a little different and all that, you know what I mean? My content is, just music wise, and I've been doing music that's, overseas and then America side most of the time, And I think, what, let me switch it up a little bit, let me do something local, something for, the artist this side, yeah. And I don't know, maybe should I make this like a series whatsoever? I'll call it like, I don't know, maybe O2W, wants to watch, you get me? Because, you know, I think South Africa has a lot of people, that do music. There's a lot of artists out there. Not only hip hop, we've got R&B side, I'm a piano side, there's bare brothers out there. There's bare people, that's doing the music thing and all that. And I can say that, I want to give people a platform, even though I know my platform is not big enough, but they can look at this and say, what, there's at least someone out there who's listening to my thing and who's taking the time and effort to do stuff like this, you know what I mean? But like I'll call this like a once to watch, an artist that's undiscovered, you know what I mean? Like this artist, yeah, I'm gonna start now like this artist. Before I start, before I start, like, comment, subscribe. Let's try to push to 100 subs and all that, And like I think 100 subs, maybe something local something will come around the corner, what I mean, something different, yeah. But yeah, let me get into this, Like this artist, yeah, is very different, especially if you look at like the music side of South Africa, you know what I mean? We've got, you could say, the basic rap trap sound, you know what I mean? 808s, the high pitched hi hats and all of that, and 808s, I mean, what's it called? Them things that you vocalize your ad libs and all of that, you know what I mean? Them things there, all of them. We've got that. We've got, artists that just do repetitive shit. They don't think about, their content. They don't think about them as I won't say a product, but, a brand that can develop and all of that, you know what I mean? But now with this artist that, I've discovered, he's done a different approach. It's an approach I think not many people would take, you know what I mean? Not many people would take this approach because the sound that he's chosen as well is very innovative, it's very ambient, you know what I mean? It resonates with his name. He goes by the name of the Galaxy and Dali, you know what I mean? I hope I said his name right and all that, but his like sound is very different from all the other people you listen to. I'm not a guy to compare and all of that here. So I'm gonna try my much possible not to compare my brother here, this artist, the Galaxy and Dali, with other artists out there, that. But like his sound choice is very different, you know what I mean? It's very ambient, you know what I mean? It resonates with his, with his stage name, the Galaxy and Dali. It's very out of space. It gives, lots of vibes, you know what I mean? That's just the sound in the music. Go to like his beat, sound selection, the way he tackles each beat and all that is very different, and I think it's very brave and creative because we know that this sound you don't really hear it around South Africa and all that. But he's choosing, I think, a sound that resonates to him, but he understands and he enjoys and fucks with it. You know what I mean? Like this artist here, the Galaxy and Dali. I think when I first like listened to his stuff, it was the 2019 Memories, an album that he dropped on like SoundCloud 2019, if I'm not mistaken. I think that album it's different levels, in a sense that, as I said before, I don't want to be too repetitive. It's very different, and I think that the cover art itself is red, black, sapphire type. It speaks a lot of volumes. You know what I mean? 2019 Memoirs, different levels. It's got interludes there that resonate to him. You can hear that he's telling a background stories. Sound selections. He's got songs that come around. I think it's called Triple X Man, bro. Mental sound. For me, it's always sound is key. You know what I mean? And to do a sound that's very different and not to switch it up and change is you got to pick him up. You know what I mean? 2019, I think that's a peak album you need to listen to. 2019 Memoirs, different stuff. That album has got mentions from like Freshman Mag as well. Like, is that to have to say more? It's different. Like, is the sound is. I might be waffling and all of that, but you, as I've said, when you hear me chat like this, it's something straight. From the heart. It's not something I wrote on paper and all that. It's different. The sound is different as well. Ambience, atmospheric, and all of that. He's got like no features as well. It's him himself. You can see that he took time to write this shit, dedication, and I think like this guy, Galaxy and Dali, I think like interludes make this product because we have you heard interludes from any South African artist? If I can ask, like interludes are just people basically, just add like a 2 minute beat or something different, but he's got like a whole conversation talking about, life growing up. He's got people playing the guitars and all that. Where have you heard that? People don't do that. That's a step that is very different. He brings like, I wouldn't say Kanye vibes, but something similar along those lines in the sense that what, he's not afraid to venture around. He's not afraid to bring stuff from there, from there. You know, people always say too much of everything ain't good, but this one is got certain stuff. He's got the pianos there, guitars, interludes, clean. That's how it tells a story. It's a very constructed album. It's very constructed perfectly as well, from the start to the finish. Perfect. Y'all should give that a listen. I'll drop the links and everything in the description. 2019 Memos. I think for me, if I was listening to that in 2019, I would have been like, yeah, mental shit, you know, because it's something different. The ear is it's totally different from what I've heard from South African artists this side, yeah. And that was back in 2019. He gave us a look, because he's dropped singles and there. But I'm here for you for the big guns and what I think pleased my ears and all of that. I spoke about 2019 Memoirs, said it was a solid track, everything was constructed good. For a SoundCloud album, crazy, that's platinum, you know, it feels very premium, and I'm shocked why it's not on like streaming platforms and all that. But we moved back 2022, he dropped an album called Winter, you know. It's written in Japanese, but it translates to winter, in English, yeah. I think that's like relaxation. It's a relaxing album in my opinion. Like, it's winter. I know. I've always said, if you listen back to like the podcast I used to do with my brother and all that, I've always said that an album cover always, it should give you a description of what how's it gonna sound like. And as I said, when I saw Winter, I saw album cover, I said, yeah, I'm getting chilled vibes. I'm gonna get cold vibes. As I said, ambient sounds as well. It's got songs like Cortez there. Beautiful song. Bro, Cortez is peak levels. It's different out there. You know what I mean? It's got features. I think it's got a producer there. I think it's called Ghost. Different as well. It's different sounds. That's the problem. And I might be repeating and repeating and repeating. But for me, it's always the sound. You know what I mean? The same way when you listen to an artist and you always like a specific thing about this artist. For me, it's the sound and the way he carries it. He's got influence from, like, as I said, your Kanye's, your Logic's. There's a track in the album Winter where I think he plays one of Logic's I can't even say his name, Logic's track. Can I Kick It? He plays that. You know what I mean? Like, and that song there that he was playing, that's from like, what's it called again? Bohemian Trap City. Bro, that's different levels. It means that his sound is everywhere in that. And I'm a huge Logic fan. You know what I mean? Huge Logic fan, and you can hear this influence there as well. The Kanye influence. I think also like Lauren Hill. Bro, it's different levels. Like, there's an artist I think that if he's consistent, yeah, and he doesn't give up and all that, is peak levels. You know what I mean? Because I know for an artist, especially this side, it's hard as fuck. It's hard to like make it out. You know what I mean? And the people that do make it out, they don't even bother to give back. You know what I mean? They'll look at a person, they know he has mad potential, but they know, in my opinion, they know that as soon as I give him the spotlight and he shines, my place is gone. You know what I mean? I think it's something like that. That's why we praise people like Ricky Rick and other people that literally give kids like platforms. You know what? I'm gonna give this platform. You just have to make do with what you have. I've given you this. It's time for you to shine and make a living out of this. Look at the artists out there that have made it because of stuff like this. And bro, he's different as well. You know what I mean? Just needs to be consistent. Shouldn't care what people say around him, about him. Just focus on your sound. You know if your sound is good or not. You know if you're gonna fuck with it or not. You know what I mean? Obviously, it's tough and that, but you have to try because it's just different levels. You know what I mean? It's different levels. To be producing this as well, it's different. A sound that nobody, especially in South Africa, I won't say nobody, but not a lot of people will listen to. Most we've got the Tweezies and that, the new age, the DNA, the new age now. That listen to your Yeats and your Playboy Cardi. She's bringing in a different sound and all that ambience. You know what I mean? It's very spacey. I could say that it's different, innovative as well. Like he's ones to watch. As I said, he's got mentions from freshman Megan, bro. All he has to do is just be consistent, in my opinion. You know what I mean? They're giving you a platform whatsoever, take them with both hands and shine. That's my thing, and I think he's very underrated. And with time, with consistency, you shall prosper. You get me? And yeah, the Galaxy and Dali, y'all should check him out. Socials in the comment section and all that. This was just my first vid. I could say for you know O2W wants to watch. I'll catch you on the next one, and yeah, subscribe as well. You get me? I'll see you.